day 2. So you kind of, it sounds a bit pathetic, but you're all a little bit knackered.
Yeah.
Like April to September, we're busy with the outdoor shows.
We were saying earlier, so like obviously being a freestyle rider, you would have thought it's obviously like the action is pretty fast paced but quite short, obviously, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like obviously like now, obviously the event's going on and you guys are just sat in here in your own little room, just chilling out, and then you're back out, flat out like 100%, and then back in, chill out. Is it really hard?
Yeah.
Like, is it like a career?
It's very up and down.
Very on and off.
So you go out and you got a little bit of pre-show, like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And then you do the show, you bang out your tricks, and you're like buzzing.
Yeah.
And now we're on after the interval.
Yeah.
By the time we go out after the interval, we go on from like here to here.
So you got to pick yourself back up.
Yeah. So and the up and down, it's like it is tiring, and I think it's hard on the body, the up and down.
Yeah.
It's just like sprint, stop.
You're hot,
yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
You're going hot, cold. You're like sprint, sit, and it's like freestyle. It is explosive when you come off that ramp.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
How did you find that then?
Yeah, it's great. Like, we're always inspired when you get a crowd like that. It's definitely very easy game.
You really hear the crowd that much?
Especially now we're on the start.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
You hear everything. Yeah, you can literally hear people shouting at you to do something, or so it helps us massively, I'd say.
How did you find the start?
Love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been. I'm an older guy, and like I've grown up with Bentley bikes. And been on a Honda for 20 years.
So let's go, Honda, let's go.
Yeah, I was fully sold on the Honda deal, whether we got support or not. I was a Honda guy.
Yeah.
And then we had the opportunity to come and go on Stark, and I was like,
never look back.
Sure, I'll just have a go and then be able to dismiss it.
Yeah. We both haven't had a go yet on Stark. Yeah, we're hoping to this year, but
I warn you.
I almost don't want it. So like, as soon as we do, that's it. Then we're never
They
going to
literally played the best kind of strategy. It was like, take one, have a go, see how you feel. You know, we're not fussed. You know, if you want to go with it, great. If not, cool. And literally, me and Aaron had a go, and that is done there. So here we are. Yeah, definitely very unexpected. We thought, especially an event like this, now we're around 4 of the Arenacross and loving being on start. So. You four boys do any other events all together as a 4 other than Arenacross? Yeah, no, we are together quite a bit, to be fair. Because Jamie has his own equipment, so he has pretty much identical ramps to what we have. Yeah. It's quite good in all honesty. Like, we have a mutual respect for one another, and he'll do shows, and we're busy, aren't we? And we sort of
like last year, all 3 of you rode for me, and I rode a couple for you. Then as well, we'll do Goodwood Festival of Speed. Yeah. It's like another good one we do with the Arenacross guys.
Yeah, they mentioned that to us too.
So we do Goodwood in summer, so again, that's us lot. And usually maybe 1 or 2 other riders from Europe as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is cool. Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah, and then, like, we're busy.
riding bikes, like similar kind of age everybody started, or is it all very varied?
5, 6 years old, I guess.
Yeah.
I was a little bit later, but only a couple
I was going to say,
like 10 years.
weren't you working on the actual media team at Arenacross?
No, mascot.
Media would have been nice.
Yeah, you were dressed up as a mascot.
I got roped into everything. Yeah, so I
He was a tough block at one round.
He wasn't a tough block. They sat me down and owned a cover. Yeah, don't really know how I got into it, to be honest, but I was on production, so I would have been running in and out of this room like you just did.
Yeah.
And the whole pre-show, building the whole thing, not
Yeah.
obviously, but the tough blocks and
What was your
twilight
best
structures.
job as on production?
T-shirt now.
T-shirt camera.
That was such like no thought about it straight away.
T-shirt kind of when it goes good. T-shirt kind of when it goes bad. And it just goes, cool.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of them so far.
But you want to know something funny?
What?
When he was on the crew working,
Yeah.
he thought we were all a pain in the arse. And he'd be like, can we just fix the in-run? Can we fix this? Can we tweak this a little bit? Because
Just getting it
when
as
you're
well.
really tuned into your tricks, you want the jump just
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So you're really comfortable. And
Yeah.
feel like you're riding your best.
Yeah.
And where he wasn't riding freestyle, we'd be like,
don't
can we just
understand
do that?
those
Can we do
things,
that? Yeah. And you kind of think we're just being like difficult.
No.
Now
Yeah.
he's riding.
He's like, I get it.
Now he's riding the shows.
Maintenance.
He's like, oh my god, it's different on the other side.
Yeah.
So like you doing this
We're
in
like,
production,
we're
does that
not
make you
fighting,
want to
it's
do
practice.
freestyle?
I never really wanted to ride freestyle. No, I was never any good at jumping when I was racing. Like I just didn't get up jumping. It wasn't until I met these two and Samson that kind of just become friends, and then I started just staying at his house, just going riding the ramps.
Oh my god, jealous.
It just kind of
Just click.
Fair play.
Yeah.
escalated quickly.
So how long have you been doing freestyle?
4 or 5 years now, I suppose, maybe 3 years.
It must be quite a difficult thing to actually like to get into.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be doing it if I hadn't met him and
Yeah.
Rod.
I didn't have the mates around you to be able to actually.
But yeah, we literally just like spent every weekend while I was on production, and I was queuing the boys as well, so we kind of got quite friendly like that.
Never look back.
Yeah.
Oh, fair play. And you're also on a start as well then.
Yeah.
So how are you finding it? Absolute game changer, yeah?
Pretty much exactly the same as what he said. Like,
Yeah. So
Probably the best
what were you
bike
on
we've
before then?
Same as Josh, we all rode CRF 450s, and
Oh,
same
okay.
with Dan. I've been riding Hondas since I was probably about 10 years old. The first bike, first Honda was a CR80, so
Oh,
I've been
okay,
on Hondas
yeah.
ever since then. I don't think I've touched anything else. And like I say, he said about starting, obviously offered us a bike, have a go on, and
Yeah.
I think I literally rode it around our yard, and I was like impressed with this straight
Is
away.
it because the torques like so instant on them? Does that change the way you ride to like for freestyle? If you get me, I suppose that's brilliant for it because with freestyle, that's what you need, don't you? I suppose.
Yeah, it took a little bit of getting used to on certain tricks, because sometimes as you go through the ramp and you jump off the bike for a trick, sometimes you'll give it like a handful of throttle just to settle the bike
Yeah.
to the angle that you want it.
Yeah.
But with the start, when you do that, it has twice as much effect as what a normal bike does. So
Oh, okay.
a
So
normal bike
really,
would drop a bit, but the start would drop a lot. So it took a little bit of adapting for that.
yeah,
But
to tweak that.
once
to
you get
back.
head around that, like, can't fault the bike. It's awesome. Like, I think I rode it for 2 days and my Honda was up for sale straight away.
Really?
Yeah. I fully committed.
Yeah. Okay. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, we just need to try one. Definitely.
Yeah, I think we do.
Definitely. Do you like plan what tricks you're going to do? Do you already have it all dialed out?
For this segment,
Yeah?
we're doing some like synchro stuff in pairs in this segment. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
this is one of the segments where we do actually plan ahead.
Oh.
What are we doing? After we've done our first jump, Josh catches up to me for the train or the pair stuff, and the first thing he shouts is, "What are we doing?" What are we doing? What are we doing? A seatbelt. Very glad we had that chat.
Well, from the outside looking, you would have never known that. Okay. Whereas other times you just do whatever you want.
Just wing it most of the time.
Fair play.
I know I have I say in my
dialed,
head,
yeah?
so the last section, the 6 tricks, I already,
You know what you're doing?
yeah, because then I feel like,
Have you already got that in your head now?
yeah,
What have we got coming, man?
I ain't telling you.
Secret
I just go, I follow them and they do what I was about to do and I'm like, bastards.
Send it, just throws you off last
He does
minute.
so many tricks similar to me, so I have to see what he does first before I decide
Yeah,
what
so
to do.
you have to make it up as you go along.
Right, talk us through what's the difference between your bike as a freestyle motocross bike and a standard bike.
So the bike arrives from Kawasaki UK as a bog stock 450 race bike.
Nice.
So engine wise, absolutely no changes whatsoever. The
Okay.
main and the most important thing for freestyle is your suspension.
Okay.
So you see, like we've got the mesh boards on the in run.
Yeah.
So we don't need our suspension to be good on like braking bumps and gripping out corners and stuff. So our suspension is just set up hard. Like the rebound is really slow.
Right.
So when it goes through the ramp, it's not like squatting
It's not
too much
yeah.
and then like bucking you out
Absorbing
the
it
ramp.
all, like,
yeah.
yeah.
So the bike's basically strong through the transition. So when you leave the ramp, the bike's just kind of set.
Right.
So you can let go of it.
That
and
makes
it's not
sense.
reacting too much.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah, yeah.
it's kind of dead. So that's the most important thing on the forks and shock. And then the other thing you'll do is you see like
Obviously cut massive holes.
the airbox is cut out, the battery's like repositioned.
Oh yeah, it is.
That just gives you something to grab to,
Yeah, and the
is
seat's cut right down thin, so you'll see like a lot of grab variations.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's all because this is cut out basically. And then for like some of your flip tricks, we got like a steering.
Oh yeah,
stabiliser.
I didn't see that.
So that's on like number 1 for basically everything. But when you start doing like no hand flips and bigger flip tricks, you make like super stiff.
Bloody hell,
that's
yeah, I
cool.
never
So
knew that.
once your hands are off the bars, the steering stays straight.
You're not worried about
If
that.
the steering turns mid-flip, the whole flip goes off axis.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
No,
So
yeah.
you have to say like when you do a no-hand flip, then bars can't turn.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
are landing sideways.
You're
and
screwed
yeah.
then, yeah.
So you got that, and then on mine, like these boys run a hook, but I just got spikes under the shifter.
Oh
So
yeah.
when I come off the ramp for a knack flip or a no-hand flip, I just hook my left toe under.
Right.
So I take off in second gear, completely normal, and then as soon as I'm off the ramp, I hook up, and then I can stretch out, and it's just my left toe under the shifter that locks me in the bike.
So that's the only thing that's keeping
Yeah,
you.
so if I didn't have that, you would just separate, because you're doing that as the bike's doing that.
Yeah.
And then you got these, which again are for like flip tricks.
Yeah, you see
So-
riders obviously flip them over for
Yeah,
certain
when
tricks,
you flip,
is it?
and then you let the bike rotate away from you, and you drop down, but obviously the strength in your wrists isn't going to be enough to get back. So basically these rest on your forearms.
Oh, and then
I
you
got
push off them.
Yeah. So they're just called flip levers basically, so
Oh,
they're
no
for
way.
flip tricks. I don't really know what else, to be honest. I was like, hey, stick a pipe on it just for a little bit more,
Yeah.
Bit more
like when
bark.
it's quite tight run-ups, yeah, a bit more noise, and like it's quite
Make more
nice to have
bark.
that little bit of punch, say like on a whip,
Yeah.
where you'll
yeah.
come in a little bit slower
Yeah.
and to try and get the front end,
Yeah. Yeah.
so just a touch more.
And so on the lead up to a ramp like here, second gear on a 450, is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and we gear them down as well, like bigger rear sprocket. So standard,
Oh yeah.
standard rear sprocket's 50 teeth,
Yeah.
and I'll run a 52 because
Oh, okay.
you want more snap.
Yeah.
You don't need the top speed.
Okay.
Like these things would go way past the landing in second gear, so
That's mad to think about it, isn't it? I mean, that's just me, but I think that's mad.
like yeah, so slightly bigger on the rear sprocket just to
Yeah.
make it a bit more aggressive, basically.
Oh, okay.
I think that's about it, to be honest. I've got a set of Talon wheels which look good and are nice and strong.
Yeah, I think
These are the-
I've got the same on mine.
These are the same spokes that all the Supercross racers use in the AMA.
No way.
Really?
Very
Yeah.
high spec wheel that.
So
Swanky.
am I right in saying when we met in Wembley,
yeah.
you were saying that you've got how many bikes? 5 bikes?
Four of these, yeah.
4 located around the world
Yeah.
that are all just prepped.
Set up,
Ready to go.
Same suspension.
So they're all basically
All this is
identical, are
like,
they?
yeah. When I'm travelling, I'll take my seat, and I'll take these handlebars with the flip levers on, and that's about it. And
I take it with this, obviously a lot of it is seat time, is going through it time and time again. So it's almost
just muscle
second
memory.
nature, is
the
it?
The brain's got to have the muscle memory as well as the body.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, you can't just hit a ramp and throw yourself off the bike.
Well, I mean, some of us have tried, and crashed big
And
time.
I highly advise not to.
You can. I wouldn't advise.
Yeah.
You have to ride a lot till it does become kind of natural.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of.
What kind of advice would you give to anybody who's thinking of taking up freestyle motocross?
I mean, if you're really into freestyle and you want to go at it, my first advice would be go ride a track and get good.
Yeah.
First, yeah.
You don't need to be like a pro.
Yeah.
You need to be good at just riding a bike.
At least comfortable on the bike,
Exactly.
understand it.
If you go to your local motocross track, you want to be really comfortable on the biggest jump on the track.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, so you've got some foundation.
You've got something to work off.
Yeah, and then once you've got that, then, like, kind of reach out or build your own ramp.
Yeah.
Get the plans and weld up some steel.
Yeah.
Get a cheap airbag from China instead of an expensive one from Bag Jump, and you're away.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard, you just got to want to do it.
Yeah.
And I guess the balls to do it as well.
Yeah, but you can start, that's the beauty of a ramp. You can pull it
Yeah,
in. You don't
yeah.
have to have a ramp.
A massive
at
as
the
big as
full
it
gap.
is,
You
yeah.
just pull it up close and...
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. So what we're doing here isn't where you start.
No, well, yeah.
So, yeah, basically. There you go.
Not me.
These guys genuinely are the heroes of everything that's going on out here. So from the build, right, they're the first ones in, and they're the last ones to leave. And I shit you not, how hard these guys work.
It must be absolutely immense, Flipping heck. So you've got a late night tonight, is it? Or
you have no idea. No, they have an early morning. It's not late night, it's early morning.
Oh God.
Yeah, they grow up. So these are genuinely.
These are the unsung heroes.
Cheers.
There you go.